handle.
All right, so this is the fourth 40+ inch fish we've caught. What'd you say it was, Josh? 45. So 45, 40.
You can hold it, you can leave it in the rod holder, however you want to do it. You'll catch more of them holding it, but you can leave it in the rod holder if you use your toes.
Let's hold it then. Better than we did last time we went.
Now that's what I like to hear right there.
After about the third time he did that, I was like, just give me the damn stick. Why give me the damn stick?
Man, I sure am glad y'all brought this guy.
No, I'm glad we did that.
He's a carp fisherman. He's catching all the striper now.
How much noise is going on at the surface like that.
There you go. Got one. Same bass. So I just want to show y'all what the graph looks like. So basically where we're at, so we're on the edge of the main river channel, up along one of the shallow flats. Josh has got us anchored out. We're about 43 foot of water. This is the depth showing 20 to 40. You can see there's fish here at the 30-foot mark. You see those red arcs. And you see some fish here at the 40-foot mark. And then this fish is kind of moving in between. Josh, you're looking on side scan. What are you seeing on side scan there?
So if you look at both sides of the boat right there, we're looking out in that 40 to 60 foot range out there. You can see these marks here, the lighter green marks out. You can see them now starting to come on under the boat right there on sonar. Those are the fish that we're looking for. It's just we got to get those fish active and get those fish to bite. They're flat like that on your sonar. Those fish are not moving a whole lot. But when you see the arches like this, because we're setting still, but when you see the arches start to move up and down, those fish are starting to get active. We'll see if they'll get their eyes open here and get to biting in a minute.
Awesome. And what we'll do, well, sometimes you'll see on the graph, because this thumper will bring in the blues and the striper.
Yep.
You'll see the blues on the bottom.
Yep.
They'll look different on the graph, and
yep. They'll be.
For mine, they're more reddish looking.
See, and mine are more purple, blue looking.
Yeah.
The red orange is typically the striper.
Yep. Because there's the softer, they don't have the scales.
Yep.
So the striper giving you a harder return.
Yep.
So I'll have like a yellow will be striper, red will be cats.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cats will be like almost like a C, like a backwards comma.
Yep.
And the striper will be flat.
So part of the reason on that is because it's hitting the air bladder on those catfish, and that air bladder is bigger than what it is on a striper. Little speed is there, you can play with it a little bit.
Gotcha.
Sometimes a little faster, sometimes a little slower.
Yep.
Depending on the depth, you need to get it down a little faster, or a little deeper, you can speed up a little more.
Uh-huh. And how deep's the channel right here? So this is actually what we're trolling through. You can see tons and tons and tons of fish on the graph. Lots of bait, lots of big fish mixed in. Got a few marks here on the side scan. Tons of fish on the side scan as well.
We're 56.3 up here and getting warmer. The further north we go, the warmer we get.
Man, you think those fish should be fired up here?
Yeah. Well, if it's 56.3 right here, you know it's getting close to 60 up there in shallow water.
Yeah.
And they'll start dropping eggs at 60.
Greg just got a story about that, but we don't know whether it's true or not because we never catch the fish that on the jug.
gonna net him or gaff him, or we want
Well,
to?
I'm gonna get my hands in him, and then we're gonna get that net in there.
We'll just roll this up as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here, get you net under the tail. There you go. Okay, all right, got him.
Yeah,
There we go.
You ever go grappling?
Oh yeah.
Do you? I figured you probably did.
Yeah. Yeah. We tell you what, fish like this right here though in the hole will hurt you. I mean, hurt you. When he's fresh, when he gets a hold of you.
Oh, I bet.
It's kind of like who's got who.
Yeah.
Does he have him or does he have you?
Sucker drowned you.
All right, guys. Y'all want to eat this fish or y'all want to put him back?
Put him back.
Put him back. We don't.
Okay.
What we got on the length there, Josh?
48 inches.
48 inches. Nice. 4-foot catfish. That is awesome.
Length. Last.
Yeah, watch your hook here.
Got the hook on it. He didn't clamp down.
He didn't come down.
One of them juggling techniques.
Yeah.
Let them bite you.
Yeah, usually when they bite me, I got them. I can flip them right in the boat then. See the pliers over there.
Another good fish.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Like growing bigger here in Texoma than they do now.
That first one kind of.
Nope.
Do what, Eric?
First one kind of set a high standard, man.
Yeah.
You gotta set a high bar right up front.
Yeah, that's the bar too high, John.
That's a nice fish.
That is good fish. So.
I usually clean the fish that size.
Okay, we'll throw him in the
I
box.
mean, if y'all don't want him, it don't matter to me.
Throw him in the box. We got a place to put him.
That's good eats. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, good grab. Got one on.
On that one.
Nice little eater there. There you go, I'll grab it.
I'll let you grab that.
There you go.
I'll get that wadding in the knot in a minute. I backlashed toilet paper this morning.
She's honest. See? Or they'll hold a pound-and-a-half fish. They'll catch them the same way.
Okay, you just want to tail rope one of them? Here it is. Foul hooked and tail rope.
Yeah, he's stuck, ain't he?
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
Two places with the hooks. Got you ready?
Yeah, I got him. Oh, hey, Eric, grab that in front of that net.
Yep. You got it.
Help the boy.
Help a man out.
That old sail's all there too.
There you go. That's that sucker is.
Oh, yeah.
Had a belly. That other one had a belly on
The
it.
pliers that?
There in that hole.
Yeah, here you go.
What do you think that one's gonna weigh?
Fell down on my job.
Oh, that one's heavy, man. That girth is gonna throw it off.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna weigh about as much as the first one.
Plus
44.
44.
44 long, 44 wide.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
All right.
That's the size of my pants.
It's about a square. It's about a square fish.
31.
31.
Nice.
You're gonna do that, aren't you?
He's trying to put you back, fish, if you cooperate.
He's like, I'll take you with me.
You can't quit now.
There you go, guys. It feels a little heavier.
Got a little bit.
That feels a little better. Nice eater.
See it going under right there? Yeah. Let's go up there and get that one.
It's right here. You got one bite down here.
Usually, once I get my hand in the
Well,
round, they
yeah,
clamp
they
on.
just
Now he's
chomp
biting
down.
down.
This one just wants to roll. Oh, there he is. Open up. I ain't opening my gills back up. You stuffed your hand in my gills. I didn't like
I ain't opening my mouth, I ain't opening my gills. It wasn't me.
You don't think they grow that big where y'all from, huh?
Yeah, they do, but we don't catch that many. Is that the norm here? That means, yeah.
Yeah, he'll do it. All right, let me have him.
All right, you got him? All right.
I got the rope.
He's a little bit upset to see us, guys.
He's still fresh.
Yeah. I can stop all that rolling.
Mm-hmm. That pinch you down, man.
Maybe. Those are breakable.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you get the rolling a little bit.
Once I get a hold of it, I'll start double-handed.
Well, I'll tell you what, he wasn't pulling at first, but he got bigger as the time went on.
Well, you gonna fight it.
It's hard to do, Josh, when they outweigh you.
Start working out.
I know what I do.
This is his workout.
Lifting fish in the boat all day.
Catfish lifting, new workout.
Sundown fish.
There we go.
There you go.
Guys, we get a picture with that one?
I need a picture, guys.
Yeah, that one's worth taking a picture.
Yeah, let's get a picture.
Eater upper. Couple tuggers. Nice double, good eaters. You got one on this one, it's bobbing. Getting ready to go down.
There's something on that.
Yeah, it's bouncing. It'd be bouncing. Alright guys, see what we got.
Your turn.
Nice one. Good eater.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect right
That's
there.
perfect, po' boys. And a drum.
And a drum.
We're fishing now.
Y'all don't
Catch
need that, do you?
No, we don't want that.
Got a little motion to it.
All we got is a hook in them. There's an arm breaker in a hole.
Yeah, twisting around there.
Yep.
Yeah.
He won't quit. And the deal is, you don't have to worry about him in June about coming to you.
Probably got a friend.
Yep. Yep.
This one's got one on. It's popping.
Off over here.
Yep.
Just ease up on him. So we've been chasing this jug. This jug is literally, what is it, about half a mile from where you dropped it, Josh?
It's every bit of a mile.
A mile away from where it dropped. And that's why.
Yep.
Big Daddy on there.
Like a belly flop there.
It's got a big fish. Woo-wee. I think this will be another catch and release here. Unless you want to fill up another box.
We just need to find the jugs now.
Yeah. 45.
45 inch, nice.
That's a 48, 45, 44, and 43.
So we're just missing 47. So Josh, once again, man, this was a amazing, epic trip. You know what I've learned fishing with you over multiple trips. If I think about it, every single time we did something different. First time was bait fishing. We were drifting. You were showing us how to use side scan, how to pick up those fish. The other times we were dead sticking. You showed us how to use dead sticks, showing us how to catch bait, how you pre-fish to get ready for your clients. This time, you know, the striper fishing wasn't that great, but you knew up front that that was going to be a winter challenge. So we had these jug lines set, crushed the catfish. Just an amazing experience. So for those that haven't seen you before, like, tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been fishing Texoma? What made you decide to become a guide?
So, again, I've been fishing Texoma for close to 30 years. Started out really young. Best friend in high school, his dad, seeing to it that us boys spent a lot of time down here on the lake. Him and some other family members and stuff, and they took us out all the time, showed us this great resource and how to fish it. And it's been a passion of mine for a long time. I competed bass fishing for a long time, and then it's kind of a cool story. In 2020, during the pandemic, all the tournaments were shut down, and I brought my family down, kind of like what we usually do. We were just spending some time on the lake, and watching my 2 daughters and my wife catch fish that day, I was like, you know what, it's time. And sold the bass boat, bought a guide boat, and hadn't looked back since. That's kind of been the deal. I always had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to guide since I was really young, but it was just never the right time. And kind of that moment in April 2020 when we were down here and everything was shut down, everybody was off work, and we were just kind of hanging out having a good time. I thought, you know what, it's time to get it done. So here we are.
That's awesome. So I know you've done, like I said, I've done 3 different trips with you. We've fished 3 different ways. What's your favorite style of fishing, or does it really just, it's all good?
So this is the deal. That's something that bass fishing taught me. Every day you take what the lake will give you. Just because you caught them there yesterday doesn't mean that you're going to catch them there today. That technique, that spot, that area, you got to be willing to move with what you see, what the graph tells you, historical patterns. But you can really get into trouble fishing spots and fishing a specific pattern a specific time of year. Yeah, it's generalized, but when it comes right down to it, you got to take what the lake gives you, what the fish are telling you, what your graph's telling you, what the wind's telling you, the environmental conditions. Use that to your advantage every day, and you'll see me do different things almost daily. I'll adjust to the conditions and move on from there. You're right, striper fishing was tough today. It has been for the last little bit. We've been managing a few fish every day, but not very many. Juglines were a big help on that. The catfishing is absolutely phenomenal this time of year, and most folks really enjoy it.
Yeah, that was the first time jug fishing for me, and yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
so that was really cool. And then last question, what do you like most about being a guide?
What I like most about being a guide is really what spurred me on there watching my daughters, is seeing that excitement on people's face, especially young people. When they get on the boat and they tell me that's the biggest fish I've ever caught, that's the most fish I've ever caught, or I've never caught a fish before, this is just so amazing. Getting to introduce people to what I'm passionate about and show them a good time. We may not always limit out on fish. We may not always catch, the biggest fish that day. But having a good time on this boat, that's priority number 1. And that's what we're going to strive to do every time.
That's awesome. So I know sometimes people call me up on YouTube and they ask me, hey man, can I come fishing with you? And that's why I always tell them, hey, go with Josh, go with Brad, go with some other guys that fish for a living, do this all the time, day in, day out. There's no better fishermen out there on the lake. So Josh, once again, thank you for the epic trip, and thank you all for joining us for this adventure, and hope to see you soon.